have some breaking inputs coming in. That's what we're given to understand. So back-to-back high-level meetings are taking place here. India, of course, preparing for the challenges that lie ahead. And amidst all this, Pakistan once again resorting to empty threats. Shaken by Bharat's Operation Sindoor, Pakistan repeats, will retaliate. That's what Pakistan has been saying all along, but it was taken by surprise, and clearly till now Pakistan does not know how to react, so it has resorted to cowardly tactics of firing at civilians across the LOC. Now Pakistan says, we will retaliate. Lieutenant General Singh is also with us on the broadcast. Now, of course, we're not going to take any of these statements lightly, because we know that we have to also fight the challenges that lie ahead. But, you know, how serious do you feel are these statements coming in, or empty threats from Pakistan?
Yeah, as a professional, one should never take a threat from an enemy very lightly. Everything must be taken seriously. And as I said earlier, they are bound to retaliate. They will have to retaliate in some way, but when, where, and with what force is something that we can only guess. But let me assure you that our armed forces would be absolutely ready to meet these challenges. At the same time, you know, control the escalatory metrics, in the sense that since India doesn't want any kind of escalation, having punished these terrorist groups who were responsible for such heinous acts, having punished them, Indian armed forces, they did not hit the military targets, they did not hit the infrastructure, they did not hit any other except the terrorist, you know, training areas. So therefore, I do believe that it will be wise for Pakistan military not to retaliate with a view to escalate, because that will bring them into direct conflict, you know, a very serious situation, because our armed forces are ready, our armed forces are well equipped. So it will be in their interest, but my reading is that they will have to respond in some way, in a face-saving manner, at the same time push for some kind of a control measure through their friends and friends around the world. So and as a country, India will never want this situation to escalate.
Absolutely. And Colonel Agarwal, their allies must have woken up by now. We don't see any strong reaction coming in favor of Pakistan or criticizing what India has done, because every nation at this point of time does realize that India has the right to defend itself. That's exactly what we've done. We just exercised our right.
Absolutely. And, you know, India took a proactive stand in this. Immediately before and after the strikes, our diplomats are online, and we spoke to America, we spoke to Russia, we spoke to UK, we spoke to Saudi Arabia, and we spoke to UAE. The 5 most influential nations as far as this is concerned. China has not come out with any official statement, to best of my knowledge. Turkey had made a statement 2 days back that they will stand with Pakistan and do whatever it is to defend to them. These two are the only, you know, known backers or this thing, but I have doubts whether China would like to get into an active military conflict based on the stupidity that Pakistan has inflicted upon itself. And, you know, right now, it is a very, very precarious situation for the Pakistani man. If they do, they are damned. If they don't do, they are damned. Because if they don't take any action, then when you couple up everything that has been happening in Pakistan for last few months, it becomes an existential threat for the army to be the superior, you know, the agency or the entity in Pakistan for the future. Already undercurrents are there of dissensions within the armed forces as well as out on the street. But if they do, then they know the retaliation is going to be so massive that you know, there is no it is end of
going back from that.
there's end of the day for them. So right now they are in such a dilemma that they don't know what to do. So that's why you see the defense minister saying something, the DG ISP are saying something else, and now Pakistan Prime Minister's office saying that you know, something else, like you said, ranting about that we will
and some of their netas in fact also remember admitting that if something like this happens, they will fly off to London. Perhaps some are already on their way to London.
Absolutely.
But we constantly saw this kind of statements coming in.